What up, y'all? Just a short musical interlude tonight. Now we'll get started here. All right. I'm ready to make some motherfucking money. I'm ready. Let's fade this music out and get started here. What do you say? All right. Music off. You got the disclaimer. Everybody gets it. Blah, blah, blah. We all know this is not financial advice. If I don't do it, people could sue me, so you can't. No more disclaimer. If you haven't, real quick, go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you get the notifications. Hey, yo, that way you don't miss a stream. And it pops up and says, hey, you should be watching. Thanks for showing up tonight. So we get to see the market go down a little bit. Let's see what happens with it. I put old XRP on the thumbnail. Why did I do that? Well, it's finally done something and showed us a little something. And, I'd like to see it play out a little bit here. So we have two different scenarios happening. Let's going to get right on into it here. All the usual suspects will be over there in the chat. If you see anybody new, hey, speak up, man. Don't hide. I like new people. I want to see new people on here. If you've never been here before, I do no bullshit, no garbage, no hopium, technical analysis, 100% technical analysis, constantly. We pound the charts nonstop. I almost never take my eyes off the charts. I have to work. That's about the only time. Sometimes I do family time at the house and I won't be watching the charts then. Other than that, my nose is in the charts. I'm trying to watch assets constantly 24/7. So let's get on into it. So we got two things here, okay? I want to show you both sides of this coin here and give you both plays. How about that? So first thing I'll do is I'll take this KDJ off because it's okay. But it's an interesting play here. We've got an inverse head and shoulders forming, and then also a regular head and shoulders forming. And I don't want this to be a situation where people get burnt, so I want to try to show you both sides here. So we have the shoulder here, and we have the head formation here, and then we have another shoulder over here. It's a little asymmetrical, okay? But this would be a bullish pattern, all right? It would be a bullish pattern. We could put a neckline here, like that. And, we could test this neckline again right here, which should be up near 64 cents. I think that's possible. I don't fully buy it yet, and here's why I say that. We have another formation happening over here. We have a head, a shoulder, and that's to be the left shoulder, then the head, then the right shoulder right here. So we're also forming a head and shoulders here. So there's a high probability this comes down here and checks support. What would that mean? Well, that would mean that we're coming down to the 200 because you'd be falling under these moving averages right here. Right there's the 50 and the 100 moving average. Now, there's another kick to it, all right? Let's erase this stuff. Nobody wants to see that nastiness on the chart, right? So let's get it off of there. A couple streams ago, I shared the thumbnail that said, so you're telling me there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah, it's still happening. It's still happening. But I want you to know that there's two different possibilities here. Now, the good news, there's a tits move happening right here. And the price action is simply reacting to this tits move. If it can react to this tits move and then move up, that would be super awesome. It's over the 8 and the 21. This would be a buy if it can stay above both. And we get this green crossing through the purple. Now, we haven't gotten that yet. In fact, this could fail and come down still. So we're no bite on that yet. Now, these arrows that I have here, what does this mean? Well, quite simply, if we put the pivot lines up, you'll see that we caught support on this pivot line, but we're under this one. So I really want to see this not only go above the 8 and the 21, but I want to see it go above the pivot line here into this area and hold this line. And if it can hold this line, we're free to move up to the next one, which just so happens to be the neckline. Okay? That pivot R1 happens to be right at the neckline. There's a high probability that the price moves that direction. There's an equally high probability that it moves to the 200, which is where S1 is, okay? And the probability is in fact a little higher, if you ask me, for it to bounce off of this pivot and come down and test S1. Why? Because we're under the pivot still. We haven't broken this north and held it. If that happens, I'm down for it. Hasn't happened yet. No, Ryan Rogers, I did not get wrecked today. In fact, aside from stupid people and people texting me wanting free advice, which I don't do, it was a pretty good day. I just get really irritated at people constantly messaging me saying, what's the price of XRP tomorrow? Well, what do we think is going to happen to Bitcoin tomorrow? Anybody got a price prediction for XLM? That's the fucking messages I get. The messages I get aren't, hey man, how can I learn more? Or, hey man, do you have a video on X? It's, will you please tell me the price of? Fucking non-stop, bro. It's so much to, it's so annoying. It really is. I got the Bacardi back out tonight, Bacardi Reserve, and mixed me up a little drink tonight. Didn't drink last stream. I was really irritated before I started the stream, and I just thought, you know what? Let's not drink tonight. All right, let's see what Matt said here. He said, change the MAC to 821.24. I have no interest in whether the 12 and 26 cross or not, or if they are getting closer or further from each other. 26 MA was for 26 trading days in a month. The stock's 9 hours a day, smoothing. Gives me similar signals, but if it's taking up screen space, it needs to be relevant. Right, I see what you're saying. The only reason I do this, Matt, is because though the MACD lags, it's kind of a confirmation indicator. When we get that cross, we tend to see positive or negative things happen. I've fooled around with my settings on the MACD also, and when I trade different time frames, I do change it, all right? The thumbnail, I actually had a circle right here with an arrow pointing toward it, said, watch this closely. I wanted to see that cross. As you see, it hasn't happened. In fact, the lines are farther apart now than when we started, okay? Do I care for that? No, and I'll make these changes like Matt's saying, so you can see it here. He's got, let's see, 8, 21, and 24. And let's see. I think you mean 8 and 21 and 24. I think. You might have a different layout there than I'm thinking. And you know, the more you change these settings, the more the MACD changes, but it could be a good thing. So, I mean, you know, play it by ear and don't get out of place and don't mess with yourself. And remember, you can always change these settings back. These indicators are free public indicators that anyone can use. I'm always looking to change things if we find a better way. Just like when Robert told me about the KDJ, changing the settings on the KDJ to make it move a little different. I did that, and using it on the 5-minute charts to swing trade leverage did help out some. So that's why I did it. What's up, D. Hanarashi? D. Hanarashi. I think that's it. That's what I just said about the inverse head and shoulders. Same thing I just said. However, when there's an inverse head and shoulders on this style like this, and it's from a downward position and then hits an inverse head and shoulders, there's no guarantee that this plays out. In fact, you'd like to see this from an upward or from a downward move. If it came down and then formed this inverse head and shoulders and come up. But however, this one formed it on an up. All right, so it's a little different, and it's not exactly ideal for me. That's why I don't own any of this. They're just far better assets with far better gains in the meantime than there are with this particular token. We've proven this time and again that with this particular coin, you get these movements and they're very, very easy to chart. When they get over the 8 and the 21, buy. When they get under the 8 and 21, sell. Well, look, right now it's getting over the 8 and 21, so there's a chance for you to buy. If it goes back under, sell. Don't play around with this coin because time and time again, we've proven that it's extremely technical. It's extremely technical. If you're looking for this thing to shoot up $3 overnight, That's all I'm going to say about that. So there's some analysis for that, in my opinion. I like how the moving averages are flattening. However, they're out of order. Once they get in order, I would like to see some price moving up here based on what other charts have done of similar nature. I'm bullish on the entire crypto space. I'm bullish on entire crypto space, okay? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Matt. Let me change it to what you had. My bad. I'm already a little drunk. 24 smoothing is what you got. Let's do that. 24 smoothing. And then you've got fast 8, slow 21. Gotcha. Let's see how that looks. Always down to hear other opinions on stuff. All right, so what you see here is his chart is, his MACD is a little bit sharper. And it's, you see, all right, so we got this cross up here, which would have been a psych out. It would have got you right there. And then, let's see. I guess probably not for the daily. What about 4 hour? What time frame is that best for you, for Matt? Which one have you been looking at? It's a little choppy for me on that one, on the daily there. Let's try linear mode. It doesn't matter. All right. So anyway, that's some just quick analysis for you on there. That's just kind of what I see and kind of the way I see it playing out. I said I thought this was going sideways weeks ago, and for the most part, it has done that. It just went sideways. So I know there has been some ups and some downs, and it's just kind of still sideways. So thought this might happen. You look at the Bollinger Bands, it kind of gives you a good hint about that. The weekly Bollinger Bands were really, really wide, and they needed to tighten up a little bit. We've seen that more than one time where the Bollinger Bands just needed to get tight before price action really popped off. That's how we were able to catch Duck Walton Chain. That's how we were able to catch EOS. We saw the bands getting tight, and we got in. And as you see, these bands are very wide. So I would assume this continues to jog sideways until these bands tighten and we finally get some movement here. The daily bands are tight, so perhaps it starts now. Well, I'm here for it. I'm fully ready for all that to happen. Let's get into some of these legacy coins. Yeah, Eric. I'm always looking for different stuff. So let's look at some of these legacy coins because I didn't really talk about them last time. We can kind of start with ADA. It's at the top of my legacy coin list here. So I need to go to a chart with more data. All right, so here's ADA. Again, we're only doing an hour on the streams from now on. Why? YouTube metrics tell me that y'all only watch for about 15 to 18 minutes on average anyways. So what's the point in having 2 hour long streams when people only watch for 15 or 20 minutes? That's why you see a lot of crypto channels only make 15 or 20 minute videos. Why? Because that's all you're going to watch anyway. So I get it. However, it's almost impossible to catch everybody's opinions on everything if you only do 20 minutes. And I don't want to be that dude who doesn't listen to what other people say. I like to hear other opinions. I like to hear other styles. So I'd like to do longer streams than that. But looking at the change in color of the MACD histogram on the 15-minute to 4 hour to use confirmation. Gotcha, Matt. Okay. So anyway, ADA touched all-time high and then closed under the one line. What does that mean? Nothing bad. That just means the next one to catch is back at the 886 at 81 cents. Could that happen? Yes. Yes, it could happen. Doesn't mean it will. Just saying it could. And that's a monthly chart. Let's look at weekly. Right. Okay, weekly is about the same. There's really not any support here until like $1.01, which is right near touching on. So, it's all above the 8 EMA. Everything's above the 8. Everything's soaring high. I wouldn't panic. Everything's soaring really high. There's going to be downs. You have to learn how to deal with these downs, just like you have to learn how to deal with the ups. If you see a sell signal, well, then sell. Do you see one yet? On the daily? Well, we're getting close, aren't we? ADA on the daily is starting to try to tell you it maybe wants to sell. But look, you're out on the pivot line. You got a double confirmation right here. You're over the pivot, and you're hitting the 21, a triple, and you're in the wait a minute zone here. Why panic and freak out? Doesn't seem smart to me. Seems kind of stupid to panic. Yeah, here you go. The histograms changed red. So that's kind of what Matt's saying. Watch for the histogram watch for the histogram to change colors. That's ADA. I'm not done. I'm not scared of ADA at all. It's in a holding pattern right now. Zilliqa. Yes, it's a legacy coin, because if you don't understand how legacy coins work, it means coins that are going to be around for later, and it will be. Looks like similar to Bitcoin, where it came down and hit the 50 and then bounced up, and now it's coming down to the 50 again, sitting right on the pivot. Perhaps a good buy opportunity, perhaps not, because it could come down a little more to this level. Again, I'd be all right with that. It's probably going to catch the 50 again. We'll see what happens. A lot of these look like they're going to catch the 50. You're going to hear that and understand that. We've already talked about this coin. Let's go to XLM. Some of these fibs I've left on there for a long period of time, so I'm going to take them off there. I look at my target got hit perfectly. What do you know? It's almost like technical analysis works or something. It's crazy. I don't understand it. This one looks bearish to me a bit. It's coming down below the pivot here. Your MACD is still soaring down very angrily. You're hitting the 50, which is all right. That's good. The bands are pinching in. So I'd like to see this thing get back up over this pivot line. And if it does get over this pivot line, well, then we're clear to move a little bit more. But I need to see that first. It's just not quite there. The weekly, you're still over the 8. So there's no sell at all on the weekly. Daily, if it can hold here, it could be a sale, correct. Link, same thing. You hit 1618, you hit the target box fucking perfectly. I don't understand, everybody. Hey Keith, how do you know when to sell? How? I don't understand how you know when to sell. It doesn't make sense to me. How do you know when to sell? Keith, how do you know when to sell? For fuck's sake, I tell you this stuff for free. The 1618 was right there. It got so close to the 1618. This is why I draw these boxes, because it's never perfect, okay? If it doesn't go to your line perfectly, you have a box to tell you to get out. And by God, it hit my box perfectly and fell back down. Fine, retrace and give me a fresh buy-in. I'm more than ready to throw a futures trade at Link. Algorand, similar to XLM. Ethereum, I don't think Ethereum's done. It didn't quite go high enough, in my opinion. It come back and touched what looks to be the one line. Yes, sir, on the monthly. Oh, my God, look. Look, I drew this red line right here. Look, I even said it would come back down to here. What do you know? It came back down to here. You don't need free advice. You don't need to text me and ask me where a coin's going to go. If you'll just learn how to do this simple stuff, well, then you can see it too, okay? It's not that complicated. Well, look. I said it was going to this black line, and look, it went right to this. It went faster than I thought it would, but went right to the fucking black line, folks. Come on. Oh, that drink's good. Bacardi and a little bit of margarita mix. That's good. I'm going to be tore up, and I actually have to really work tomorrow. Still like ETH to go up to 3,200. Doubt me. Doubt me. Please doubt me. Doubt me. EOS. So, let's get these fibs off of here. Similar situation to XLM. It's under the pivot. It is catching the 50 moving average right there. Kind of pinching down a little bit here. Some more downs may be in the case here. If it can get to 332 and kind of bounce, that's fine with me. I'm in the profits on all of these. Not sweating them at all. Tezos. This is another one of those damn CRV tokens to me. Every time I buy it, it lets me down. And here it is again, letting me down. It's forming a head and shoulders. So I can see this coming down to S1. All the way down to S1 here at 280. Sucks, huh? OXT, HBAR. HBAR had a really good day yesterday, 23%. And now it's throwing a red candle. What do you know? So, HBAR, shit. I should just sell it and take my profits and never have it again, but I still got it. Still holding on to it. OXT, similar to XLM. Just a little steady down. VT. Bro, VT has been a top performer. And it looks just like Bitcoin. It's following it lock and step right now. So it's still a buy. It's still not a sell. All right. So somebody said FTM. That's Phantom Coin. And it looks like ADA. Right off the Bollinger Band midline, right off the 21 EMA. You are getting this red histogram turn down here on MACD. So, you know, cautiously optimistic is what I would tell you to do. Don't be stupid. Yeah, KNC is one that I'm in that's been doing well. I bought this green line right here, and look at that thing go. It's performed excellently. My head's itching. Performed excellently. Now it hit the 786 and bounced off. I'd like to see it do a little more here. And if it can't break the 786, she's coming back down here to the pivot line again. That's all there is to it. It's all right now, and it looks good right now, but I would be careful. Let's see, ZRX, that's another one out front. Yep. Yeah, Bollinger Bands are pinching down again. I already pinched once and dropped here. It's ready to pinch again and do another drop down to the 50. It's going to catch that 50 moving average, I bet. Watch it. Zap. Yeah, you're right. You're right, David. It's already a buy. But be careful because it's throwing that 786 rejection pattern right here. So it needs to hold this. If it can't hold this, she's coming down to the moving averages. So be careful. Be careful. Uni. Right there it is. Oh yeah, Uni looks great. It's interesting. Look at it go. Over the pivot, over the 8, over the 21, testing the top of the Bollinger Bands. It's nice, man. Uniswap's done really well. Again, 786 rejection. I can see it without even putting the fibs up there, so watch out. This can go one of two ways. It can jog three ways. It can jog sideways here. It can fall down to the 50 moving average, or it can test R2 and R3. If it does break, I like it to test R3, which is $41, $42. If it can't get over R1, it's coming back down to S1, I think, which is going to be, or not S1, but the 50 moving average, which currently is at $19. So let's be careful. Let's see. Oh, Chi-Town, bro. That's it. That's your 2 stickers, my guy. They'll be in the mail tomorrow. Which colors do you want? Bro, you know what I'm like. You know I'm about that life. There's some people who talk about it, and there's some people who be about it. Okay? I'll be about it. Show the world audio coin. Okay, let's show the world audio. We're going to call this Publix coin. Ugh. Jesus Christ, Jeremy. Why'd you show me this shit? Look at her go. Look at her just stick her tits out and run. Look at her go. She's hitting the profit line, though, so be careful. It already went up there and smacked 1618. So be careful. It's still not a sale, though. So I guess let her eat for a while. It's doing well. Doing well. Yeah, tell me what colors you want, Chi-Town. I got red and black. Hold on. I'll just fucking pull it up, bro. It's easier that way. I got a little buzz going on. I feel pretty good right now. This is the Classroom site that I've got fixed up. You can just click on. It's all interactive. You can just click where it says click and go to the next slide. And here's your next slide. And then go to merchandise. Next slide. Stickers. Next slide. 786 Mafia. Next slide. These are the 4 colors I've got right now, okay? Tell me when you want them, or tell me what colors you want, and I'll send them out to you. I actually don't have the blue one yet, I don't think. Yeah, I do. I got the blue one. I got all 4 of these colors here. If you want to buy them, obviously you see they're $9 each. But if you donate $10 or more, you get the Mafia stickers. And if you donate $7 or more, but not 10, I'll give you the Assassin sticker, which is here. I got green and I got red. The red ones are larger than the green ones. Why? Because it was easier to make them that way. They're $1 more as such. Let's see. Yeah, we'll look at Walton Chain. Walton Chain is one that's sitting there playing with the 8 and the 21. Is right in the wait a minute zone. It's in a hell of a wedge. It kind of looks like it's going to drop down some to the 50. Not going to lie. It appears to be holding this trend line at the moment. We'll see how long it can last. Like I said, it's kind of playing with, it's flirting with falling. So we want to see this thing hold this and get up over this pivot. That's what it really needs to do. You break this pivot line right here and we get north and we can start moving again, but it hasn't proven it yet. Look at the bands pinching down, getting tighter. See that? It's sitting on top of the midline right now, the Bollinger Band, so it's okay right now. We need to watch this closely, though, because if it's going to do this and send us a sell signal, well, let's sell and rebuy when it gets lower. Sell and rebuy when it gets lower. Yeah, over the 8 and the 21 on Aeon. I've never owned this coin, so never even looked at it. Got lots of support here. This one isn't going to fall too far. Look at all this support. All this support. It's all support everywhere through here. All this is going to hold this coin up. Going to keep it high. Okay? Including all this trash down here. It's only going to fall so far before it catches support. Too much support on these charts to be thinking shit's going to crash. If you think all these charts are going to crash, bro, go watch somebody else. Go watch somebody else. I can't help you, okay? If that's what you think, if you just come here to watch me fail, go somewhere else. I don't care, bro. I've failed so many times in my life that you are not going to make me feel bad. I promise, okay? I'm a walking failure. I'm amazed that I'm here. I'm amazed that I'm standing. Look, I'm a nobody from a nowhere town, okay? I come from nothing. I have very little in this world. Unbelievably, I'm sitting behind two computer screens, big screens, by the way, looking at a camera, talking to people all across the world on a live stream on YouTube where there's almost 1,300 people subscribed to. The whole world is watching me live stream right now. I just made a purchase today that I have no idea how I afforded, but I did. I mean, I know how I afforded it because I earned that shit. But the point is, I've failed enough times to not care if I fail again, okay? Because I know that if I fail, I can make it back. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to suck it up and I'm going to keep digging and I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm not going to stop, okay? You're not going to beat me down. You're not going to beat me down. I've failed enough in life to know that I can dig myself back out of the fucking hole, okay? I've done it twice. I'll fucking do it again, guy. I'll do it again, okay? Doubt me? That's fine. I appreciate you doubting me. Just don't expect me to not say I told you so when I'm right, okay? And if I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong. I will gladly say I was wrong, okay? I wish YouTube was interactive in the fact that you guys could say stuff back rather than just type. It'd be easier. Oh, no, that's where you're wrong, Mullet. You know what? You're usually right about a lot of stuff, but I promise you there are multiple people watching this who want me to fail. There are multiple people watching this who want me to fail. I can name them by name. Not going to do that because then that would be giving them the glory of knowing that I'm talking about them. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm not scared of this shit, bro. I'm not scared of charts. I don't run from this stuff. I fucking go feet first into the fire, okay? I'm not scared of this stuff. I know how to sell. I know how to hit the sell button. Let's see what you... MRH? Dude, Michael Rappaport's herpes. I haven't seen you in forever, dude. It's been a long time since some of the old school guys talked to each other. And here you are. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the fuck out of it. I also need you to text me in either MRH. I need you to either Telegram me or Twitter message me or something, because when you donate that means you get a sticker. What sticker? You get this sticker sent to you. I have a whole pack of them here. Okay? I got lots of them. Okay? You sent $10. I appreciate the hell out of it. And I got a whole pack of them, so I need your address so that I can mail it to you, my guy. Update, by the way, on Jose's situation, real quick. He did pretty well with the crypto that I gave him. But I found out today that his wife is back in the hospital again. And he was out of work today, and I had to go cover for him at work. That's kind of the reason I had to work. So his shit's not doing too well over there for him right now. So if y'all could keep him in your prayers. Man, look, life sucks sometimes, okay? Those who have it better need to understand that you've got it better. And, hey, count your blessings, okay? Count your blessings. The money that we donated to him is going to come into big hand, okay? Because he's got a whole whirlwind full of shit going on right now. And what we sent him had already tripled in price. So he's got some money to help pay some of those bills, all right? And we don't know what's going on with his wife exactly yet, so we'll see, okay? I just know she's sick again. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, y'all keep Jose's wife in your prayers, okay? Shit gets wild sometimes in life. That's why I say you're not gonna break me, man. It's all good. Ryan, I'm not gonna name them by name, but I know who they are. It's all good. Yeah. MRH, Jeremy, MRH, y'all. He was in the old stuff back a while back when I first got started in this. This is all a big group split over some senseless drama. But MRH was one of the old school guys, man. I appreciate it. What Chi-Town just said, when you're down, you got nowhere to go up. Nowhere to go but up, and that's a big fact, okay? Big fact. Now back to the charts, man. I don't like getting sad and shit and doing emotional shit, bro, but it makes me sad because Jose's a good guy. And bad things happen to good people, bro. That's all there is to it. So XTC appears that we're still over the 8. That's still not a sell, man. That's a buy. It's still good. With a support line right about there. There's a chance this comes down and tests the 21. But it's still over R1 right now, and the pivot's way down there. So I would say for XDC, don't be scared. It looks good. I wouldn't worry about it exactly. The chart looks strong. It's got good support lower also if it wants to fall more. Right here's another support line. Right here. Yep, more support there. That's okay. Leave it be. Let it do its thing. XTC is still up. If it throws a few more down candles, it'll still be a buy, not a sell. That's how high and how fast it went. So I think it's all right. I wouldn't panic. Wouldn't sweat it. Damn right, Jeremy. Exactly, bro. A lot of people won't do this. A lot of people won't take donations and then give them away. And if they do, they'll flash cash and everything else and talk about how great they are for donating. I don't do that. I don't talk about how great I am for donating. I'm just glad I can help somebody, man. Because look, fucking the world is tough, bro. The world is tough. And I've been there and I've lived it. And I know that shit's hard, okay? That's all. Yeah, Matt, I talked about KNC already one time, but it didn't break 786 yet. It touched it. It touched it. And that's right, happens to be right now where R1 is. So I'd like to see that get over that. And if it can get over that, great. Because that would mean it was holding support. And if it can hold support, I mean, look, you're up here at 332, which I have a take profit line already set at. Okay? Already set there. Taking profit at that point. What do I see right now in XTC? It's just a steady buy right now. Steady buy. Sorry, MRH, I got you. My bad, dog. Long day. Oh, man, MRH. Look, that's a big inverse head and shoulders. Look at that. Right there. So that's more of a, yeah. All right, let's pull the fib on this. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's clear to go some more. This is a good-looking chart, bro. That's clear to go up to at least 1272. So let's put this here. Let's draw a box for this one. Let's erase this and draw a big one on the monthly. Steady up on this when you're in an upward channel, a clear upward channel. Clear upward channel. You got a clear top on that channel too. Not very hard to see, fairly obvious. Yeah, it's more like that. And more like that. All right, so the monthly chart. All right, look, I drew that box on the daily. And now look on the monthly, that's right at 786. So, MRH, at 5.5 to 6 cent there, it's going to hit a stopping point for a bit. It may check up for a while, but there's not a whole lot of resistance here, okay? But the thing is, there's some there. And that just so happens that both those fib lines line up. The 1272 and the 1414 on the daily line up with the monthly 786. And when I see two fibs that line up like that, look, that makes me think, all right, hold up. Hold up. So I like it to hit 6 cents, though, for sure. But the thing is, it might get hung up there for a bit. And if it does get hung up, you know, you got a chance of it come back down to 4 cents. Now, if it doesn't, bro, you're free and clear to the top of the channel again, okay? Which is, I mean, you know, 14 cent, 18 cent, 26 cent. This is a good-looking chart. And that's a monthly chart. I like this one. That's a good play. That's a good-looking chart and a good-looking coin. Which exchange do you buy this on, MRH? Which exchange? Sand. I don't know if they're actually asking me that. The coin, fuck that. That thing's off to the races, bro. I don't know what to tell you except hold on to it if you still got it. Theta. Yeah, Theta T-Fuel has actually been doing really well. Yeah, Theta's up 4%. T-Fuel's up 10%. I like R3 here on Theta. Yep. I'm willing to put money on this one. $5.10 on Theta. Book it. Book it, book it, book it. $5.10 on Theta. Which is, that would, by the way, would be a... that would be a 15% increase or so. Yeah, right. 12 to 15% increase on theta. Still left in it. It's a good looking chart. T-Fuel looks even better. It took forever to do this. But I remember buying this shit back here and waiting on it to do something. Or no, yeah, it was back here waiting on it to do something, and I moved on to others. But yeah, man, that thing finally did make another move, and it's very 2017 XRP chart style. I mean, look, it's almost identical to the XRP 2017 fractal. And why would I say this could do this? Is because it had hardly any resistance at all. I mean, this coin was a new listing, and it did nothing but go and go and go and go and go. Okay, so it's a little bit different than what we have now with XRP. It's saying XRP has 3 years worth of resistance to get through, where it didn't have that before, that it does have now. In case you didn't know, chart fundamentals say that's going to take a while. I know you don't want to hear that out there, real world, but sorry. I already have T-Fuel marked off for 21 cents for a take profit on that one. And that's because of the big fib lining up with 21 cents. Oh, what's up, Crypto Z? Thank you for showing up, bro. Oh, you got it on Bitrue. Thank you, Eric. Oh, which coin you talking about? Oh, Theta. Yeah. See, dude, I don't really care about the news at all. You've probably heard me say that before. I don't care about the news at all. Do you know how many people there are in the world who know about Theta? Aside from the small people in the crypto space, how many people know what Theta is? Is it on Coinbase? No. Is it on Robinhood? No. Then people don't know. Simple as that. Okay. If it ain't on Coinbase and Robinhood, people don't know. And that's just the sad, harsh facts that people don't want to hear, okay? We know because we're in the crypto space. The rest of the world doesn't. Yeah, I saw that, Jeremy. They're signing one-day contracts. Both retiring as Panthers and both going in the Ring of Honor. Both going in the Ring of Honor. And that's cool with me. But the problem I have is I don't like the fact that Pep didn't get in before them. I know he left for a while, but he came back. I wanted to see him get in the circle first, in the Ring of Honor first. But it ain't my rules, so I get it. And I don't know if you know it, Jeremy, but you know Tepper bought Charlotte Pipe. You know Tepper bought Charlotte Pipe across the street from the stadium, right? He didn't buy the business, he bought the land, or is buying the land. So we're going to be getting a dome sooner or later. And the Super Bowl and the Final Four is going to be here in Charlotte. Bet. No, I won't be doing any trading live tomorrow, Eric. I have to work tomorrow. I was just off last week because I had vacation days that I had to use. I didn't have a choice. All right, so we have 15 minutes left. Let me just dive off into something real quick. I'll take my hat off first. My head's itching. I don't even know why I wear a headset, but whatever. All right, so let me get into something real quick, all right? All right, so starting in like November or so, I started making really, really, really good gains, as did a lot of other people, okay? Well, I've done much better than I thought I would, right? So I set myself a goal at the beginning of the year. I wanted to set myself a goal for the year, okay? That I wanted to make my yearly salary in crypto alone, okay? Well, here's the thing. I made my yearly salary in a month, all right? So I either way undersold myself. I'm sorry, Villain X, I got you. Real quick, let's do this one. All right, so Villain, look, we got this diamond pattern forming right here. I like to see this do something, because if it doesn't, it's going to be coming down more, okay? Kind of a diamond there. Makes sense. So we've hit a head here and it's kind of floating around and forming a head and shoulders. There's a chance this comes down to S1. And if that's the case, you're going to have a really good buy in here. I don't think it'll make it all the way down to S1. I think it's going to get hung up. It's going to get stuck at the 50 moving average, which happens to be where the midline or where the bottom line is for the Bollinger Bands. Okay, they happen to be in the same place right here. So it kind of makes me feel like this is going to come down and give us just a tag on the 50. We're hanging up right here yet. It's still not a sale. It's close. It's really close, but it's not a sale yet. This thing's probably going to come down and tag this 50-day moving average here. And that's going to give also time for Bitcoin to come down and tag it. And you're going to get a great buy right here when this thing touches the 50. If this hits the 50, I'm buying more. Okay? I'm buying more. Now, back to what I was saying. Yeah, Drizzy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's important. So I made a year's salary in a month, the month of January, all right? February, I made half a year's salary, okay? This is more than I thought I was going to make, obviously, all right? So what I've done is, rather than get out of crypto and rather than stop and just taking profits, what I've done is kind of tried to diversify my portfolio, not from an asset point of view, but from a diversification of money making. All right. So what I've done is I've branched out and I've stopped necessarily trading everything. So what I've done is I've taken a portion of the money that I've made and I've moved it into either staking, liquidity pools, or nodes. All right. Today, I made a huge purchase and I bought a Gala node. If you don't know what a Gala node is, well, you can go look on Gala Games. Right here's Gala Games. This is the home for it. You want to buy a node, you can go buy a node and you can be a contributor to their blockchain, all right, or their network. Click on nodes and it tells you get node. You can buy it right here. It costs 240,000 Gala, all right, 240,000 Gala. How much is that? It's about $7,200 to buy a node, all right. I was fortunate enough to make enough money that I could diversify myself and get into this, okay. How much does it yield? It makes a pretty good bit of money every day. In my opinion, I'll have my money back on this investment in a matter of months. Okay? So it'll be almost like a savings account that continues to make me money after I've made my money back. All right? Does that make sense? You can look up Gala Games and you can figure out if you want to do this or not. It's just one option. Not only that, I've moved several $1,000s over into staking. I'm staking IOST that I have done the snapshot with for the Donnie Finance airdrop. And I'll be putting that in a liquidity pool after the staking is done. And I think the liquidity pool opens in a couple days, if I'm not mistaken. Let me have a gander here. Yeah, here we go. This is just the Donnie Finance stuff. But you can, I forget which one it's on. I have to fool around. But I got Don Chain on here somewhere. Anyway, where's the fucking, I forget where it's at. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I have to be on Google Chrome. That's what it is. Never mind. Anyway, it's the countdown's going on Donnie Chain right now. 5 days, it's 3 days. Is that right? Is that what you said, Drizzy? Is it 3 days? Let me pull it up on Chrome. I just never use Google Chrome, bro. You know what I mean? It's my fault. I need to start using Google Chrome more. Let me pull it up on Google Chrome, bro. Let me pull it up on Google Chrome, bro. Whatever, dude. Oh my God, it's too complicated. It don't have to be this complicated. It don't have to be this complicated. Either way, Donnie Finance has got that thing going on. 3 days and 11 hours and some change. Thank you, Jeremy. 3 days and 11 hours. The Donnie chain is going to get dropped off in our wallets on the exchanges that we decided to do the snapshot on. I'll be putting all of that in the liquidity pool. I've moved QNT. All right. I've moved all of my QNT over to the QNT swap on QI swap, which I have. I can pull up here. Right here. This is our QI swap page. I already have this done. I don't know why it's asking me to do this stupid shit. There we go. This is the QI swap page. I have, let's see, settings. Where is it? You can look at your liquidity. There we go. This is the amount of liquidity I have in the pool. Okay, it tells you you're making how much money. You're making 4% interest, basically, 4% rewards. It's a nice, steady, solid income. You don't have to worry about trading or dropping or doing anything because it's steady. It's steady gains. This is just another one that I've gotten in. I'm also in the Flare Finance one, and the Flare Finance is a beta test. But the cool thing about it is, even though it's a beta test, it's practicing you up for the real thing because the real thing comes soon enough. Not only that, but when they did the XRP snapshot, all of the Flare Finance stuff is going to be available to you because they're giving you FLR tokens. Okay, and FLR tokens are available for they're available for staking. All these different ways. You got the FLR YFin pool. You have just the YFlare pool right here, just YFlare. It's earning this much APY per year. You're getting back 40 YFin per day. If you don't know what YFin is a secondary coin on Yearn Finance, and they're only going to put out 10,000 of them. Total coins, 10,000. So every single one is going to be extremely valuable. And this website will let you earn them if you're willing to put your money in, put it in the liquidity pools, and become a provider. Okay. Another segment of my money is going into this. So I've decided, based on how much money I made, and I made it so fast, so quick, rather than losing it and taking that risk, I've risk mitigated some, and I've moved it off into other options such as staking, liquidity pools, and nodes. All right. And you can do the same. You can learn this stuff. You can learn how to do this on Flare Finance if you really want to. It's a little tough. It's a little tough. And Rug, I told you about this here. It's been great. Practicing, I made $159 of staking on Flare Finance yesterday. $159 for nothing. Okay, up or down, doesn't matter, $159. That's with a $1,500 test investment. If I put 10 grand in there, I mean, you can do the math. Are all these percentages going to stay this high? No, they're not, because this used to be 9, and now it's down to 2, okay? So pay attention. It's obviously not going to stay this high forever. Being realistic, okay? So I'll let you decide on what you want to do. I'll let you decide that whether you want to do something like this, you just want to continue holding. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you, holding is over. Holding is over. It's time to grow up. Buying and stashing is for teenagers, okay? You're not a teenager. Everybody in here is grown. So get with it, okay? Get with it. This is the new hold. Staking and liquidity pools. You're going to hold it anyway. Why don't you put it in a liquidity pool and get paid double for it? Oh, I don't want to. It's too hard to learn. Bullshit. No excuses. Go learn it. See what y'all are saying real quick. Yeah, Mullet, it's confusing, but that's the beauty of it. Nothing's easy when it's perfect, okay? Things that are perfect are difficult. So, got to dig into it, okay? Yeah, watch what Jeremy just said. We had so much DeFi traffic on our Telegram chat that we had to create another chat room just to mitigate some of the massive amounts of messages that were going on in the chat. It's called shit. It's 786 Assassins DeFi Room, Mullet. 786 Assassins DeFi Room. Let's see. Let's see what you're saying right here. He says, I still need to finish my pool, yeah. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Keith would mind shooting you an invite. Flare Finance is awesome. I do know, however, the icon is like a bluish purple background. Yeah, you're right. The good thing is Y-Flare because from the 15... The good thing is Y-Flare because from the 15% flare, we get 100% Y-Flare. Correct. You get DY-Flare, which you can then convert to Y-Fin. Okay? It's not just extra Y-Flare. It's DY-Flare. So you've got to convert it. But the point is they're going to give it to you for free. So all you had to do was pay attention to get it. At the time, I think it was like $600, right? Right, that's what I just said, Mullet. You can convert that DY flare. See, look at this. These are just the ones that are in here right now. They're going to give you DY flare, right? I got to connect my Costa network. Hold on. There you go. Happy now? There we go. So this is the swap page. If they gave you DY flare, it would be on here, and you could just swap it to any of these other tokens that they offer. Now look, they don't even have the legacy coins like XRP, XLM, and ADA and VET on here yet, but they're going to put them on there, okay? I bet you they're going to put them on there. And when they do, you're going to be able to take something, wrap it, and send it from one network to the next for a very minimal fee. And then you're going to be able to take that coin and send it to this exchange and then swap it for these other coins that are available on this exchange, okay? That's the beauty of this. You're creating an exchange on your own and pooling tokens that you want to pool on a separate liquidity site where people can buy and sell from. And you're getting a cut of every single transaction that happens. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's passive income for the rest of your life. Are you paying attention? It's passive income for the rest of your life. You put it in and you make gains. Listen, it's not that complicated, okay? Whew. Goodness. Thank you, Danny. Congrats on your gains too, bro. Is that the interface staying the same when it goes off? They haven't said yet, but I don't think it'll be this simple. I think they'll have more stuff to it. I think this is just a test interface. But I would assume because it's like this with these symbols and the way they've got this stuff up top here and the way you connect your wallet and everything looks, they got the pools listed. I imagine it's going to be something similar, okay? It may not be exactly like it, but I imagine it's going to be similar. They got a neat little design going, and it's a very easy to navigate website. So I bet you they do. I bet you it's going to be similar and maybe have more stuff on it. I want to see XRP, XLM, ADA, VET, XTZ, Link, Cardano, Yearn Finance, Curve. I want to see all those Coinbase coins on this website. Because if you have that, then people could buy from Coinbase and transfer it Flare Finance and then wrap that shit and then put this on the website. And then, oh my God, that's a beautiful thing. And it opens so many doors. It opens so many doors. All right, so that's been an hour. It was way more interactive in an hour, I think. Thank you for the donations. Hey, MRH, I need you to telegram me. Yeah, I need you to telegram me or message me on Twitter so I can get you your stickers. Chi-Town, your stickers are coming in the mail tomorrow. I appreciate it. Thank everybody for showing up. I appreciate the hell out of anybody who watches. Again, Keith, I don't get it. Can you explain it one more time? I know, Millet, that's not regular Doge. That's F Doge. That's wrapped Doge, okay? That's not regular Doge. It's wrapped Doge. It's much different. So listen. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. Yes, Gala. Yes, Gala, Chi-Town. Thank you. If you haven't watched before, tune back in on Tuesday. We got 5 more days of craziness to go. This month is going to be a little wacky, like I told you. Buckle down, man up, don't be a bitch, make your gains. Thank you for watching. I'll be back on Tuesday. I'll see y'all till the next